So what does DPM look like from an author's perspective? Well, we have here our test site, Diamond Internet, and you'll notice if I just scroll up a little bit here, we have a go to authoring link. Now that link doesn't have to be up there, it can be absolutely anywhere, but that is the link that activates the DPM tools. In this particular test site we have various JavaScript menu shown, as you can see, which will expand like that. Let's go back to the beginning. And if I click on Go to Authoring, the whole page turns into author mode allowing these tools to appear, create promo item, etc. Not only that, across the top is our DPM banner tool, where common actions can be executed there, and also we have multivariant capabilities, which I'll talk about later. Over here we have the ability to open up the IBM Portlet palette and use drag and drop facilities, as you can see, from the palette to the page. This offers a dynamic type of presentation. Indeed, in this particular instance, you can also drag and drop the portlets around the page. This icon across the top allows us to look at the site from a WCM perspective, and we can use drag and drop capabilities to move content around. For example, if I wanted to move this content item into Turbo DSL, I would just drop it like that, and now if I open Turbo DSL, new content item will be there. I'll just open up Turbo DSL under broadband, and there's the content item. So content items can be moved very easily. I'm just going to move it back to the broadband section. Use it. So this particular drag and drop facility is very, very useful for authors who want to move their content around, and it does, of course, reflect the security associated with that particular user. Let's get rid of each of these. What I'm now going to do is create an item of content, and I'm going to create a navigational item. So the way in which we're going to do this is, first of all, drill down to where I want the content to be created. This is going to be the parent page for the new content I'm going to create. Under here, under Actions, I'm going to add a folder and a page. And now we're going to be asked for what the authoring template is going to be. Well, I'm going to choose Create New Landing Page in this instance. And here is my new landing page. So I'm going to call this Test Page, just to show you. And here I'm going to paste in a bit of HTML I previously copied to the clipboard. I'm also going to add in a image here. Add the image button, and I'm going to add an image from my desktop here. Just a picture of an electric car, and I might want to center that. I'm now going to save, and I'm going to approve this, save and approve, which publishes it straight away. So what I've done there is create a content item, and because it creates a folder and a content item together, it will appear in the navigator. So once it saves and approves, I'm going to flick back to production, look in broadband, there's my test page, and there's my content item. As you can see, extremely easy. What I'm going to do now is do exactly the same thing, but this time I'm not going to publish it immediately. I'm just going to save and close it. So this will be test item number 2. So first of all, you go to the place in the hierarchy where you want the parent to be, and now we're going to create a new folder and page. Just close that one. There's a new landing page we need to create. There's my new landing page. I'm just going to type it. So I'm just going to change that to heading 1, leave that as it is. And what I'm going to show here is dynamic presentation templates. So in this particular case, I'm just going to save and close this item, which of course will save and close the folder as well. Now I'm going to go back to the item. Because it was a folder, it appears on my perspective of it, which is test item 2. It is of course only in draft mode, and you can see here from the tools it shows draft mode. What I'm now going to do is use my portlet palette and drag a promo across to the page. I'll shut down my palette. Now we have a promo item, and I wish to create a new promo item to put into this particular column. As you can see, I have in context editing. So we're going to call this one promo 101, and I'm going to choose an image component to view that. I'm actually going to type in an HTTP address, and I'm going to select the image for the link. What I'm going to do is, we have some media here, just use this one. Now in this particular case, we have an item over here on the left, which is a draft, and an item over here, which is currently a draft. But if I save and approve this, because I'm happy with the item itself, and then close that, what you're going to end up with is an approved image, which I can of course still reject. But notice here we have pending parent. Only by going in and approving the parent will the child also get approved. So let's just now approve that. This is a draft. I want to approve that piece of content. And what you'll notice now is that this becomes published and the child also becomes published. If I go back to production, my broadband now has 2 items, and my test page shows the one I created previously. My test 2 item now shows my new page. Now editing items is just as simple. I can go to authoring, press edit, in context I can now add some new text. Actually, I'm going to save and approve that straight away. When I close that, you'll see that the edit has happened straight away, and of course that will happen in the production system. So I hope you've got a little bit more of an understanding now exactly what the user interface looks like from a DPM perspective. Thanks for watching.